live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, so now we're on to topics. So this first topic, first of all, this feels very much so like the Cleveland Browns from about maybe 6 or 7 years ago. It was just a toxic environment. I mean, literally and physically. They had staph infection going on over there. That was disgusting. But just everything was real toxic there. And so Jacksonville, the Jaguars, are in a world of trouble right now. Fans are upset, like literally. This is why I said it reminded me of Cleveland, because there've literally been fans in the stands with brown paper bags on.
Wow. What, covering their faces? Like,
And,
like they're
yes,
embarrassed.
embarrassment. And they also said it was a representation of how they feel about the owner, Khan, and feeling like he's a clown.
Oh, wow.
And obviously, if you don't know, the Jaguars had the worst record in football this year, which is probably the second or third year in a row this has been true for them. And they
didn't the coach have some situations or something too?
Yeah, that's what I was about to talk about. It. Urban Meyer, what's the man's name? Urban Meyer.
Yeah.
Was their coach. They had hired Urban Meyer from the college ranks to come in to coach this team, and he had multiple situations go on with outside of the field. There was the woman and
dancing
inappropriate stuff he was doing, and then apparently he had several altercations with some of his players, to the point of like literally, I think one of the kicker accused him of like physically abusing him. I know he and one of the other, I think it was one of their wide receivers, had a big issue, blowout. Like he left the facility and was like, I'm not coming back as long as he's there. Like it was really bad. So that happened. And then here's the cherry on top of all of this. They are being sued for breach of contract by one of their sponsors that no longer wants to have anything to do with them. They no longer want to have any association with this team. And I've never heard of anything like this before.
Wow.
I've heard sponsors wanting to pull out, but not from, like it would be from a person. A whole team? I don't think I've ever heard this before. Either way, I'm sure it's happened, but I've not. It's crazy.
Yes, very much so.
This is very crazy.
Much so. And they've stayed on the news too.
It's toxic. And I don't know, like at this point, is it what people feel, I think, is that this is from the top down thing, and they need to possibly make maybe the owners need to get together and make a decision, like, you know, they've had to do in the past, to say, you might not be the person for this.
Right.
And we'll see you later, sir. Like, take your money and hit the bricks. We'll find somebody else that'll buy the Jaguars and keep it moving. This is a great opportunity. Jarrett and I always talk about some of the players are wanting to pool their monies together to buy a team. Some of the former players.
Oh wow, that's dope. That's
especially African American. Like a group of African. I would love to see like investment group of African American, former African American players come together to go and buy this team.
And that'll be great. And that will be great. You know what I'm saying? And an unfortunate thing is, if you know, this is my personal opinion, if he was of another race, he probably have been gone. You know what I mean? They already got rid of the guy with Miami, I think. They just got rid of him.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a minute.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, it's the Jaguars, they stay on the news, and I don't even follow the Jaguars, but I know the drama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing is, their owner is is not, he's a minority. He's Arabic. He's Middle Eastern, of some Middle Eastern descent. He is. So he's not, he's like, I think he was a sheikh or something, like, yeah, so he's not even white, but either way,
right.
It's still just, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. I feel like this is as good a time as any for them to come together and just say, you know what, we gave it a shot, sir. And it's unfortunate. The unfortunate part of that is you're the only person of color to own a team in the NFL, and this is what's happening.
And this is what's, yeah. And that's even worse. That's even worse, for real. But I do absolutely love the idea. I've never heard of football players trying to come together, but I think that is awesome. I think that'll be great. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like, I mean, even with our basketball team, the Atlanta Dream, it was so much drama with that owner and all this stuff, the stuff she was saying,
So
one of the players, her sister, ended up getting a team. You know what I mean? That's awesome.
Yeah.
For real.
That's the stuff we have to, but I hope that if the opportunity presents itself, that enough of them can come together and do that. That would be really cool.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. So I'm here for it. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see. So next topic. We just got through talking about this man. As I stated, I'm a huge Pittsburgh fan. Have always been fascinated by him because he's not athletic at all, but he's just a big man and was able to escape for some odd reason. His whole career, he was able to just escape from just off sheer size, I guess. But Big Ben. So Sunday could have been his last game. But they did some stuff, some Pittsburgh Steeler magic, and came away with that win, and then had to sweat. Listen, I was sweating with them because the other game that they were watching to make sure they made it for sure to the playoffs, because if the teams had tied in the other game, they wouldn't have made it.
Okay.
So they had to watch, I think it was who was that? Was it the Rams and 49ers that played? I think the Rams and 49ers played, and they had to, it was either they had to, one team, it didn't matter which team won, they just couldn't tie. And so they ended up, the Rams ended up winning the game in overtime. And so, yeah, Big Ben got that win in Baltimore.
And that was, let me say, I wanted Baltimore. I was kind of torn then too. I wanted Steelers to win because of the coach, but then I wanted Baltimore to win because of the quarterback, because I really like him.
Yeah. And
he doesn't really get the praise he deserves, I think.
No, he does not.
So, but Big Ben, like you say, he don't even look like an athlete. You know what I mean?
No, big bumbling lumberjack. That's
but he's going to be a Hall of Famer too.
Of course.
He's definitely legit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But one thing I can say that I think is why they're going to pull the upset is the coach. I mean, the way he motivates his team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's so amped. He's so hyped. Like,
I love it. He's young with them. Like, that's what I love.
Yes, that energy. You know what I mean? And the players feed off of that. And I think that's the trump card.
His swag has been, I feel like, this is what I see. I wish he was coaching back when Troy Polamalu. Oh,
without hair.
And Jerome Bettis. When they were there.
They call him the bus or something.
The bus, If he was there with them, because that swagger that he has is infectious to his team.
Yes.
And this is kind of what you kind of see from some of those players, like him. He's real calm, cool, and collected. They real calm, cool, but they got a little nasty swagger about them. It's so, you know what I mean? Yep. And I love it. I love that for him. I think Ben has thrived under him. And they've had a really good, it was rocky at first because he super cool dude, real, I'm unapologetically Black man, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right. That's
that
right.
was an adjustment for Ben, but once he adjusted, I think they would have done really well. I had to pick who I picked, but I'm like, Ben, I love you, go do your thing. But it was just really good to see them get this opportunity to keep going. So
definitely.
And for his career not to be over yet, like, because the loss means it's over.
It's over. Sitting at home watching like the Falcons,
on the couch with us and the Saints, by the way. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the only good thing, to be honest with you. At least they didn't go to. Although we did lose the lag.
I'm gonna need y'all to have a seat. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So y'all can't say nothing either.
Because my cousin sent me the meme that said, but y'all gonna be sitting on the couch with us. When they said we won, like the game on Sunday, but y'all gonna be sitting on the couch with us. So.
Exactly. So, right.
Yes.
We even. We even split anyway.
You need some popcorn? I got the drinks.
Right. We can watch together.
Right. So, all right. So, okay. So I know we're about to talk about something that's more in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
Klay Thompson just came back. Man, that just watching him take the floor the first time, and then watching his energy that whole game, I was grinning from ear to ear. I have missed Klay Thompson. I will say that. Steph Curry is my favorite of all.
Wow. Okay.
He's the dude for me, and it's beyond just basketball, but definitely the purest shooter ever. Best shooter ever.
And he surpassed my cousin Ray. He got Ray.
Yeah, he got Ray. Yes. So Klay Thompson returns 2 years. He's been off. I think they gave the number of days. It was like some ridiculous number, 607. It was 692 or it was crazy, because he had back-to-back injuries. So, he's back. What do you think he'll add to the team down the stretch?
Well, they first of all, I'm not a Warriors fan. Okay, I'm not a Warriors fan at all, because I think that team was super loaded, which helped them win. But with Klay, I think he's been kind of in the shadow, and he is the truth. I mean, I really, really like him. I think if he was somewhere else, he'll really be getting the money, getting all the fame, getting all the glory. However,
Shine would be there. Yeah,
I think that, they actually have there's somebody, I forgot the guy's name that's on the team now. He came from, I think, the Timberwolves. I think he got traded. I forgot his name, but with Klay back, I mean, they were already winning, and now it's like, good God, now you got threes being shot from everywhere. You know what I mean? And he had a great game. I think he came back. He had 16 or 17 points.
Yeah.
I mean,
he didn't miss a beat. It don't feel like he missed
a beat.
Because the thing that people miss about Klay Thompson, yes, because it always gets highlighted that he and Steph are like this dynamic duo of shooters.
Right. Splash brothers.
People miss that he is also a phenomenal defensive player.
Right. That's true. That's very true, and that makes him very, very dangerous as well. You know what I mean? I like how he came out so aggressive his first game back. Sometimes people are timid because of the injuries, you know what I'm saying? But and the fans, I mean, even people that were their opponents were happy for him. I mean, because he's seems like such a good person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the dude's a flat out baller.
He's a baller. He's a baller.
He's gonna make it hard for people to beat Golden State. I'm just gonna be honest, in 7-game series.
It ain't happening. I feel like this day year.
It's gonna be tough.
This one's gonna be a grinder. It's not as, like you said, they put the super teams together, and they put a super team together 1 or 2 years, but before KD got there, it was still just the two of them, Draymond. You know what I mean?
Mark Jackson had the team then. So right. Mark Jackson built it.
Right.
He built
Mark
it and
Jackson
let him
built
go.
the team that Steve Kerr then went and won a championship.
Exactly.
But I feel like they're back to that, to me. Like they got some utilitarian players that they brought in. They didn't really go out and get like huge superstars this time. It's just the people, their core people, and they just sprinkle a little bit here and there. And so I feel like they're gonna do it. I'm well, of course, I'm hoping they will because that's my favorite team. But yeah,
right. Well, I'm hoping that the Lakers can get healthy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we old, but I'm hoping we can get healthy.
We old, y'all old. That is our show.
Yeah, we're kind of old. You know,
geriatric over there, but it's okay.
But we old. You know, LeBron, I think he's 35, 36 or something. I think he's like 36 now.
Yeah,
but he's still scoring 30. He's get double, almost triple double.
He doesn't count. Like him.
If Russell Westbrook can do something, like if he can stop, turn over the ball, if he can play some defense, if he can shoot the ball. You see, I'm adamant about it. I'm adamant about
Rondo for what they getting. They could have Rondo for what they were getting. Rondo was giving them more than this.
That's true. And I just knew Westbrook was gonna bring something.
I know.
I'm totally disappointed. Man, Carmelo, I mean, I already knew what we was gonna get from him.
I mean, he's trying to be no superstar. He just did. He's like, let me kill and enjoy. Like,
right. You want me to shoot? Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, I'll give you. No problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I think it's just, but this goes to the coach to me of helping. You gotta be strong enough to help your players understand their role.
Right. That's true.
And if you're not strong enough to make them understand who they are,
that's true.
This is what you get.
That's true because it's not LeBron coaching their team, but they need some. But I don't see. I mean, I'm just trying to think who could. I don't see
in the West who gonna beat
the West
the Warriors.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I said LA.
Nobody even dominant like that.
Exactly. That's why I was thinking LA. We were healthy, but that's.
You need AD gone, and
yeah, he'll be back. I think he got probably maybe like 3 more weeks or something like that.
Okay.
But but that's another thing. That was huge. You know what I mean? Losing him again,
I'm worried. I'm starting to worry. Like, are you gonna make it?
Right. And LeBron is getting older, but his body is sick. You know what I mean? He works his behind off. Like
it's something else about LeBron. He's not normal.
Right. Right. He said he want to play with his son, so he's gonna make sure that his body is in total shape. You know what I mean?
He's gonna be the Tom Brady of basketball. He's gonna be
for sure.
in his 40s playing basketball.
Right. But the only thing is they love Tom Brady. LeBron has so many haters. I mean,
and he cares zero about that.
And that's what I love.
He cares zero. I say this all the time. I don't like LeBron's basketball game, but I love LeBron the person.
But why don't you like his basketball game? I want to know.
He needed to go play football. That's all I can say. And it's not his fault. It's to his advantage, I guess. Why? But I just don't like it. But he uses his size and his body, and he's bruiser when it comes to playing. It's probably less now. I've seen it less in the last couple of years, but when he was young, oh my gosh, he would just almost upend people with his body, just backing them up. He could almost take you off your feet. He's just big and strong. It looked more like football than basketball. I'm the finesse, like to see the skill, and not that he's not skilled.
Right.
It's just that part of his game, I don't listen.
3 different teams.
Yeah.
3 championships.
3 championships. I'm not taking anything away from him. Listen, this is me and Jarrett's debate because I'm old school, so MJ is the GOAT in my mind.
No, MJ's the GOAT. Oh no.
Jarrett thinks LeBron's the GOAT.
Now MJ's still the GOAT. Then LeBron. Then LeBron, for sure.
Yeah, I say MJ, Kobe, then LeBron. Because I like a finesse game.
I feel you. But have you seen LeBron? LeBron shooting
that's the master of finesse right there.
Just watch him though. He's getting triple doubles. He's shooting threes. He's shooting jump shots. He's crossing.
He got the whole game now. The man can play 1 to 5.
Right.
He can bring the ball up. He got ball handling skills. He can power it in the paint.
He will knock you over.
He will knock. That's his game. That's what he does. I agree, but I'm just not I'm good. I'm not a fan of his basketball game. I'm just not. I love him the person though.
At least he got a little love. You got a little love for him.
Oh yeah, he gets love from me. It just ain't that. No, not the basketball. We ain't gonna be basketball friends, buddy.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.